Hi, welcome to Social Abandon Strategies. So, nowadays I've been noticing that more and more people are more into romance and drama. Teenagers are too much into romance and they always want to be romantic and such, right? So, when you are meeting an INTJ, now I know that INTJs are some kind of attractive personalities, but when you are meeting INTJs and when you're attracted to them, there are some things that you need to know before you get into relationships with them. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and advices and give you some real things like how we think. And so you can really get into relationship. And so let's get right into it. So the main question is this. How are introverts like us, who didn't use any special tricks to talk to others, can still be seen as confident? How do we manage to just stay in our room for most of the time and yet still make friends without being needy? And that is the big question that this channel will answer for you. Welcome to Social Abandon Strategies. Welcome back. So before you get into the relationships with INTJs, you gotta know that INTJs are introverts, which is obvious because we love to be alone. We are also more logical than emotional. So when you're trying to express emotions with us, then it might be a little bit awkward or such, right? Because we are more logical than emotional. And also for the most of us, our priority is our goal, our dreams. We want to pursue our dreams rather than pursuing you. So you should not be offended by that. In my opinion, I think you should actually be proud, because when we have achieved our goal, you are also the one who is going to get the benefits. So basically, I know that relationships with INTJs might suck, or at least it might be really difficult. So today I want to help you out. I want to give you some tips and advices before you get into relationships with INTJ. So let's begin. The first thing that you have to know is we also have emotions. I know that it might be difficult for you to imagine that we have emotions because we don't express them. But the reality is we have emotions, and we also have deep emotions, but we don't actually express them. Instead of expressing, we tend to dwell on that and we tend to think about it more. We tend to analyze them and reflect on them, but we don't express them, because when we express them, we feel like it is like our weakness. Emotions are our weakness, so we don't tend to do that. But nevertheless, we still have emotions. After all, we are humans. So even though we might not show so much love to you, just believe that we actually love you. I put this fact at the first one because it is quite important to know that we are also humans, right? Most people just misunderstand us and they think that we don't have any emotions. We are like some cold-blooded dudes, but it's not actually true. We do have emotions. We just don't express them. And the second point is buying gifts. Let's supposedly say that today is my birthday, alright? So when you buy lots of gifts for me, I will appreciate it, but I don't really like them. If it doesn't meet my needs or my wants, then it'll be useless for me. So rather than buying gifts, like buying expensive gifts, gifts, damn, presents. Rather than buying expensive presents, you should ask them what they really want and buy them what they really need. For example, for me, I would really prefer my parents to buy me some books that I really want rather than a car. Like seriously. Because I can drive my dad's car. It doesn't matter for me. It doesn't make a difference. So rather than buying a car for me, I would rather have the books that I want. Because the books can help me improve. The car can't help me to improve. And the third thing you have to know is you gotta be logical. INTJs are logical creatures. Like literally, whenever we see something, we always try to think logically, as logical as we can. So when we see people thinking emotionally, we feel like they are some illogical creatures, and we don't really like to be with them because they are so emotional that they have no control over it. So when they have no control over their emotions, then they will have no control over their minds, and so their body as well. We love to be in control. We love to be logical because I still believe that I really believe that being logical is the way to survive, like smartly. I'm not saying that if you're illogical, you're not smart, but I just think that being logical is smarter. or at least better. And the fourth thing is that you gotta be honest, right? Be logical and be honest, like seriously honest, even when it might hurt us. Because we will really appreciate you that you are being honest with us. Even though you have done really bad things to us, we will still appreciate you that you told us the truth at last. We are also very loyal and we are really ethical because we appreciate honesty. We don't like lies and dishonesty because it makes us think more about people like they are not trustworthy and they are just trying to manipulate us and such. So rather than all of those, we would really appreciate if you just become honest with us, even if it might hurt us. So let's supposedly say that you have done some bad things, right? Instead of lying that you didn't do anything and that you are innocent, just come straight forward. Just be direct. Just tell us that you have done something and that you're sorry about it, and we'll be okay. Just give us some time and we'll be okay, right? We can think logically. We can think whether this might affect our relationship or not, right? So if you really want to have a good relationship with INTJs, be honest. And the next thing you gotta know is we plan for everything. Like for we plan for every single thing, even the little tiny things. Let's suppose that you say that we are about to go to a trip on Sunday, right? And then you suddenly change the plan and you say that we're going on Saturday. Now it's going to change our plans. We might have something to do. We definitely have something else to do on Saturdays. We have our week scheduled in advance. So if you don't tell us first and if you just change your plans as it will suit you, then it's going to be difficult for us to be really okay. Because we already have plans for that day and you just choose to be selfish and you just do it. So we don't really appreciate that. Also, we have plans for our lives, which means that we have plans for our goal, towards our goal. So as we have plans to our goal, then our goal is our priority. So instead of showing you much love and care, we will just focus more on our goal, which means that you might not get so much love and care from us, but you gotta believe that we really love you, right? If you want more love and care, just be honest and tell us directly that you need more love and care. We need to show more love, all right? Then we will think about it. Because we have plans for everything, then we will also plan for that. And the next thing that you should know is that we always support you. Like really, we see you as our partner, right? So we are gonna support you in your dream. If you're going to achieve your dream, if you're working hard, we are going to help you. Like literally, we are literally going to help you. If you need financial help, emotional help, whatever help that you need, if you are our partner and if we really love you and trust you, we are going to help you, right? So, and also we are going to appreciate that you can't give much time to us either if you are so focused on your dream, because we know how it feels. We understand because we are also like that, right? So it is good for the both of us to pursue our dreams and achieve them, and then only show more love and care, I guess. And the next thing in my list is be frank and direct, right? Being frank and direct is very important for the relationships with INTJs, right? INTJs don't really like to decode the emotions and the signs that you are giving out, right? We don't have time for that. We are so occupied with our goal and dreams. So it is best for you to just be direct and frank that you are feeling this, you are feeling that, you don't like this, you don't like that. Just tell us directly. We won't be angry that you are telling us directly, right? We are logical creatures. We are not emotional. So there is a high chance that we will not get angry just because you're honest. In fact, we will also appreciate that you are being honest, and we will take that into account when we are thinking like whether this will affect our relationship, how you actually view us, how you perceive us, whether we should end this relationship or not, whether we should continue. We plan for every single thing. And the next point is you gotta give us some time alone, right? You can't be clingy to us. Even though you might be clingy, it is okay, but I'm not saying that you shouldn't be clingy and such. It's your wish, you can do whatever you want, but still you gotta give some time alone to us. we need some time alone. We can't be with you all the time. We need some time alone to think about things, to plan for things. We really need some time alone to recharge. We feel so uncomfortable and tired after long hours with others. So instead of just being with us all the time, give us some time. And also trust that we are not gonna betray you, right? It's hard for us to be around humans after all, so we might not betray you. There is a high chance that we will not betray you, but it depends on. But I don't want to say that we would definitely not betray you, because I don't know other INTJs. So it depends on people. But mostly, I believe that we will not betray you. You can trust us, or at least me. Anyways, let's go on. So the last point that I want to point out is we love facts over emotions. So let's supposedly say that we are arguing, right? So when we are arguing, we would really love to get more facts rather than being emotional, being mad and shouting at each other. There is no point in arguing like that, right? We are just emotional and we're just trying to win the argument. Then there is no point. Instead of trying to win the argument, we should really get to know about each other more and get to know the situation more and try to solve that situation. It should actually be you plus me versus the problems rather than you versus me. That's how we view the problems. So if you really want to solve the problem and if you really want to move on with us, then you should actually state facts rather than emotions, right? So when you're stating facts, try not to shout at us or try not to be so emotional, just try to state facts and be logical. Sit down, be calm, just be cool and discuss about things, negotiate what you really want and what we can give it to you. If you can really negotiate with us, we will appreciate that. We will take that into account. We will respect your opinions and ideas, and we will be okay. We can negotiate. Now, sometimes I know that you might be so emotional, you might be so mad, that if that's the case, I would really advise you to take some time and take a break for a while. Like, take a break means go somewhere, just relax your mind, right? Just cool down and then only come back to us and negotiate with us, discuss things with us, right? Don't be emotional when you're talking because it would cloud your judgment. So being logical is the best thing. And that's all for today. Hey introverted warriors, thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn how to properly embrace your introverted qualities without feeling insecure, like the video, subscribe to this channel to be one of the introverted warriors, and watch another video of social abandonment strategies, and we'll talk again very soon. Remember, one right mindset is all it takes.